Go!
What's up, Mongols? Nandito na naman kami mga Mongolites.
At ituturo namin sa inyo kung paano ang simple coding.
Una is, type natin yung number include, and then less than, iOS stream, and greater than, and then enter. After na, syempre yung ano ulit is number include, and then less than again, and then yung CST delete. Pagkatapos nun, syempre yun na, yung using namespace std, bago pala yun is syempre mag-enter muna tayo, and then pagkatapos i-type yung using using namespace std, and then semicolon, enter uli, and then int main, tapos cross open parenthesis, and then yung ano na, yung curly bracket na, and then cout. Yung una kasi, ang kailangan kasi lagay dun is Nueva Ecija, University of Science and Technology. And then, yun yung lalagay natin sa cout, insertion operator, Nueva Ecija, University of Science and Technology. And then, pagka-type natin yan is, kung saan yung location, and then, end line natin, and then cout uli, and then insertion operator, sumakab campus, kung saan yung campus natin, and then yun, tapos na yung lab 1, and para matapos yun is space again, magi-space tayo para sa enter pala, and then return exit under success, kung paano natin sinasara talaga yung program na tinuro ni ma'am, ganon.
String, lname, comma, space, fname, comma, space, mid-i, comma, space, add, comma, cnum, semicolon. Enter, double, space, b-year. To start Lab 2, open Lab 1 and then add the following. Tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, last, space, name, colon, space, unquote, semicolon, enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, lname for last name, and semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, first, space, name, colon, space, unquote,
semicolon. Enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, F-name for first name, and semicolon. Tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, middle, space, initial, space, unquote, semicolon. Enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, mid-I for middle initial, and semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, address, colon, space, unquote, and semicolon. Enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, and add for address. Enter, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, contact, space, number, colon, space, unquote, and semicolon. Enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, cnum for contact number, then semicolon. Enter, cout, insertion operator, quote, input, space, birth, space, year, colon, space, unquote, and semicolon. Enter, tab, scene, extraction operator, B year for birth year, and semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, full, space, name, space, colon, space, unquote, insertion operator, F-name for full name, insertion operator, unquote, quote, insertion operator, mid-I for middle initial, insertion operator, unquote, quote, insertion operator, I name, insertion operator, and L, semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, address, space, colon, space, unquote, insertion operator, add for address, insertion operator, and L, semicolon. Cout, insertion operator, quote, contact, space, number, space, colon, space, semicolon, insertion operator, cnum, insertion operator, and L, semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, birth, space, year, space, colon, space, unquote. Insertion operator, B year for birth year, insertion operator, and L, and semicolon. Enter, tab, age, space, is equal to, space, 2023, space, minus, space, B year, semicolon. Enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, age, colon, space, uncode, space, insertion operator, age, insertion operator, and L, and semicolon. Enter, tab, return, space, exit, underscore, success, semicolon. Enter, tab, and closing brace. Start log 3, open log 2, and add the following. In double, add the age and semicolon. Enter, tab, char for character, and LTR for letter, semicolon, and enter. After enter again, and then add the if for the if statement, space, open parentheses, LTR, space, is equal to, space, apostrophe, S, apostrophe, and close parentheses. Enter, tab, opening brace, enter, tab, cout, insertion operator, quote, remarks, column, space, scholar, uncode, insertion operator, and L, semicolon, enter, tab, closing brace, enter, tab, return, space, exit, underscore, success, semicolon, enter, and closing brace.
So to start the laboratory exercise number 4, let's open the laboratory exercise number 3 and modify it by adding a syntax of if-else statement that will ask the user to input a sex and the program will identify it if it is a male or female. So to do that, let's open the laboratory exercise number 3. Then let's add an additional variable on the data type car. So let's go to the line number 10. Then let's delete the semicolon after the variable LTR. So after deleting the semicolon, let's put comma, space, sex, then semicolon. So after adding an additional variable, let's go to the line number 28 to print an statement in our output na hinihingi yung sex ng ating user. So to do that, let's click enter from the line 28. Then in the line 29, let's type cout, insertion operator, quote, then let's type input space sex, space, open parentheses, then F space or space M, then close parentheses, colon, space, unquote, then semicolon. Here, in-indicate ko yung or yung statement na F or M para hindi maglagay yung ating user ng another letters or hindi nila ilagay yung female or male. Instead of using the female or male, need na lang nila ilagay is F or M. So after that, let's click enter, then cin, extraction operator, then sex, then semicolon. Dito i-store na ng program natin yung value na binigay ng ating user para sa variable na sex. So, after makuha ng program natin yung value na binigay ng user, maglagay na tayo ng if-else statement. So, from the line 44, let's click enter, then tab. Let's type if space sex space equal to space apostrophe m, then close parentheses. So enter, then opening brace, enter tab, then out, insertion operator, quote, then let's type sex, colon, space, male, then unquote. So, dito, hindi mo na tayo maglalagay ng semicolon dahil need natin i-end yung line. So, to do that, let's click space, insertion operator, then end line or end L, semicolon, then enter, close brace. Dito na-indicate na natin sa ating program na if ang value na nilagay ng user natin ay M, need i-print ng ating program ang statement na male. After that, maglagay tayo ng else if. Hindi natin gagamitin yung else lang dahil nga kapag ang nilagay na value ng ating user ay letter F, letter A, B, C, D, kahit anong letter bukod sa letter M, ipiprint pa rin niya yung sex as female. So, hindi natin gagamitin yung else statement lang. Need natin yung else if. So, ayan nga, need natin yung else if statement. So, to do that, sa line 51, let's click tab, then type else space if space open parentheses sex space equal to space apostrophe f, then close parentheses. Enter, opening brace, enter, tab, out, insertion operator, quote, sex, colon, space, female, unquote, then space, insertion operator, end line or end L, then semicolon, enter, close brace. So, dito na inutusan na natin yung program natin na i-print yung male or female or ma-identify niya na kung male or female yung ating user dahil sa command natin sa ating program. So, after nyan, tapos na natin yung laboratory exercise number 4. Hindi na tayo maglalagay ng return exit underscore success dahil nagawa na yon from previous laboratory exercises. Ito kasi yung nag-indicate na successful ang ating program. Hindi na natin yung lalagay dahil nga tulad ng nasabi ko, nailagay na yon sa mga mas naunang laboratory exercises.
So, we open lab 4 and edit it. We add the ATP, SWP, RCP, QCP, LBP, TEP, TP in the variable, and then we add the float, ATS, SWS, RCS, and then QCS, LBS, and TES. Then go to the bottom part. Then we type C out, insertion operator, the process, yun. C out, insertion operator, quote, input attendance score, space, then colon, space, unquote, then semicolon. Then C in, then extraction operator, ATS, then semicolon. Then we repeat that process because we need to get the input attendance score, input seat work score, input recitation score, input quizzes score, laboratory exercise, term exam score. Then yeah, you repeat that process. Then let's input a value of the ATP, SWP, RCP, QCP, LBP, TEP, because in the direction it says that we need to get the percentage. Yeah. And it has a given percentage. So the ATP was 0.10, then 0.15, the SWP, then RCP is 0.10 again, and then QZP 0.20, LBP 0.25, then TEP 0.20. So the reason why we use point something, because we get the percentage in a in a binary, like I mean, we get the percentage into 10. Yeah, 1 to 10. And then after that, we type the formula na to get the TP, uh, then our total percentage. Then TP is space, equal sign, then space, close I mean open parenthesis, then ATS space times, then space ATP, then close parenthesis, and then pag we repeat that process in the in the ATP, SWP, RCP, QZP, LBP, then TEP, because we need the we need to we need to get the average. So so before we get the average, of course we need to add it, add everyone, add everything. Yeah. Then after we solve, I mean after we add, we write the after we write the solution for the addition, then we type.
To do the laboratory exercise number 6, we must open the code for laboratory exercise number 5 and modify it by adding syntax to apply switch statements that will convert the grade using this range and print the corresponding interpretation. If the grade is 1 flat, the interpretation would be with highest honor. If the grade is 1.25, the interpretation would be with high honor. If it's 1.50, the interpretation would be with honor. And if it's below 1.50, the interpretation would be study harder. Now, click line 128, then enter, enter, and then type cout, insertion operator, quote, enter, space, your, space, final, space, grade, colon, space, quote, semicolon, then enter. Sin, extraction operator, F grade, semicolon. Let us go to line number 10. Delete the semicolon and add a comma. Then, space, type F grade, and then semicolon. At the bottom of the program, click the bracket before the return exit success, and then click enter and enter. Then, type switch, space, open parenthesis, F grade, close parenthesis, enter. Open bracket, enter, enter. Tab, type case, space, apostrophe, 1.00, apostrophe, colon, enter. Tab, count, insertion operator, quote, with highest honor, space, insertion operator, end line, semicolon, enter. Then type break, then semicolon, enter, enter. In this code, if your grade is 1 flat, with highest honor will be displayed on the screen. Next, tab, type is case. case space apostrophe 1.25 apostrophe colon enter tab count insertion operator quote with honor space insertion operator end line semicolon enter type break then semicolon enter enter. In this code, if your grade is 1.25 with high honor will be displayed on the screen. Next, tab, type case, space, apostrophe, 1.50, apostrophe, colon, enter. Tab, count, insertion operator, quote, with honor, space, insertion operator, end line, semicolon, enter. Type break, then semicolon, enter, enter. In this code, if your grade is 1.50, with honor will be displayed on the screen. Next, type default, colon, enter. Tab, count, insertion operator, quote, study harder, dot, 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 quote, insertion operator, end line, semicolon, enter, enter. In this line, if your grade is below 1.50, study harder will be displayed on the screen. Default, colon, cout, insertion operator, quote, study, space, harder, dot, 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 quote, space, insertion operator, end line,